the lies they feed us endlessly. Clocks tick, but we control the time mentally. They claim power, but fear our unity's energy. Break the chains, rewrite our own destiny. They got the media, but we got the streets while they scheme for profits. We build our beats, say no to the system. Craft your unique identity. Live free, break free, find your own serenity.
Stand together, rise with the truth that we know. Unite and show them which way the winds will blow. March to our rhythm, take back what they stole. Living life on our terms, reclaiming our souls.
They paint a picture of a world that's full of fear, all illusions, playing tricks on what we hold dear. But we're the architects, the builders of a new dawn. When we stop following blindly, their grip is gone. Their rule is just a myth, a shadow on our wall. We hold the keys, rise up and stand tall. It's time to breathe, break free from the cage, write our own chapters, turn a brand new page.
Stand together, rise with the truth that we know. Unite and show them which way the winds will blow. Stand together, rise with the truth that we know. Unite and show them which way the winds will blow.
Recognize your strength, hit your very own crown. Their lies unravel when we got the truth we found. Don't let their voices whisper fear upon your dreams. March on with love, paint the world in your own theme. See they're shaking when we rise with heart and soul. Together we conquer, make their stories old. We got the vision, no need for their chains. Free as the skies, dancing in the rain. We become as one, we become
together,
one.
rise with the truth that we know. Unite and show them which way the winds will blow. Stand together, rise with the truth that we know. Unite and show them which way the winds will blow.
is not free. Doctors on the scene with poisonous fists, they call it the vaccine. And if you ain't asleep, you know exactly what I mean. If my mama really knew, she would breach the roof. I just hope she knows the baby only seeks the truth. I learned not to trust the system of the institute, and I feel I need to get that knowledge into you. Mama raised a truth seeker, every day making way, exposing the deceivers, trying to wake up all the sleepers. Listen for a minute and I'll make you a believer. Mama raised a truth seeker, every day making way, exposing the deceivers, trying to wake up all the sleepers. Listen for a minute and I'll make you a believer. In school I was taught lessons, a young truther asking questions, while all these other motherfuckers guessing. Elementary just wasn't meant for me. Y'all keep your fake history, the shit is not a mystery. That it's all lies, and if all lies would open wide, and see in 2020 vision be nowhere to hide. It's so clear as a clear blue sky that we never see anymore, just trails pass by. And remember the conspiracy theorist said it's a lie. They're spraying chemicals in the air, but you still deny. So how can I get you to see anything if you're blind? Like the moon landing's fake, NASA lies all the time, and government officials are just the elite puppets. I'ma probably get murdered for saying all the shit, fuck it. Tired of this world anyway, getting bleaker by the day. Sheep will keep sleeping, truth seeker, I'm away. Mama raised a truth seeker, every day making way, exposing the deceivers, trying to wake up all the sleepers. Listen for a minute and I'll make you a believer. Mama raised a truth seeker, every day making way, exposing the deceivers, trying to wake up all the sleepers. Listen for a minute and I'll make you a believer. I was cutting classes, fucking blasting, straight mapping, looking at the globe laughing. Yo, we see way too far. I was cutting classes, fucking blasting, straight mapping, looking at the globe laughing. Yo, all of NASA's pictures of Earth are fake. They're all fake. Yeah, I was cutting classes, fucking blasting, straight mapping, looking at the globe laughing. We can't get to the moon today, never mind 60 years ago. Every day making way, exposing the deceivers, trying to wake up all the sleepers. Listen for a minute and I'll make you a believer. Mama raised a truth seeker, every day making way, exposing the deceivers, trying to wake up all the sleepers.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. I got my trusty wingman, my brother from another mother, with me tonight. Shabu! How you doing, Shabu?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Much better than...
I miss you.
Yeah, I missed you too.
Everybody misses you.
Yeah, but thanks everyone. But you didn't do like too much show, also, but they missed you as well.
Well, I've been kind of cutting back on doing shows, kind of reflecting, doing a little self-healing, if you will, and this type of stuff during this time of year. I don't know what it is about this time of the year, but it weighs on you somehow. I don't know what it is. A lot of people say they get depressed around the holidays, maybe because they lost loved ones or other things, but there's definitely like texture to this feeling. It kind of like wraps itself around you, and you have to just work your way through it. And I pray a lot during this time of the year. It really helps me. So, and I can only do a show when I'm absolutely ready to do one. And the other night when I did the show with Amir and his near-death experience, that was amazing. I was really looking forward to doing that. And I had a really good time. And I'm very grateful to be back here with you doing our thing, our Meltology.
Yeah, me too, Jen. It was a great show with your friend Amir. Pretty interesting stuff,
Yeah, it was interesting how it all got, how it happened, because his original interview was on Randy K's channel, and my first instinct was to mirror that interview. So I have to ask permission or I get a copyright strike, and I was not able to mirror it due to copyright issues. So I was trying to reach out to him and get his email. I was reading some of the comments, and he had answered somebody in a comment and left his email for them to contact him so that they could talk. And I was like, oh, here's his email. I'm going to try and contact him. And so the rest is his history, I guess you would say. But I think Jesus wanted it to happen, and it all just happened perfectly. It was like just a no-brainer. I was very pleased.
Yes.
It seemed like a lot of people enjoyed it. I think there's a lot of people that were surprised that I had something like that on my channel, because I know I talk about it a lot of my shows, but a lot of people don't look into near-death experiences for whatever their reasons are. For me, it helps me through this life, listening to these near-death experiences. Other people don't want to hear it. They don't want to deal with it. They don't want to think about the repercussions of their actions, maybe, this type of stuff, or they're just, afraid to even go there. And I think for me, near-death experiences squash all that for me. It brings me closer and with a better understanding and an understanding of what I am and who I am,
Yeah.
and what my true purpose is here.
Yeah, for me, it's like, I think it's more like personal experiences for me. The what you see when you go, under the. Because for me, I've been like unconscious and stuff like this. Not near death, but probably I don't know. But I had like different experiences in this. I talked about it on the show we did with Patty once, and but it's certainly life changing. When when you experience these things, it changes a lot of perspective you had on life itself. For me, growing up until like maybe my 20s or something, I always thought that this life was meant just for us to live and die out. But my perception that has changed from now, because I see it like we are alive to live, not to die. So you do everything you can to stay alive and take care of this body to be alive as much as you want to be, because I think this place is made for us to decide when we want to leave it, when we're tired of living this life. And maybe it's not gonna happen like in 2 days when you're tired, but if you're an accumulation of tiredness, and one day you just leave this place. But
Yeah, I remember when my grandmother was passing away, she wanted to leave this place sooner than she was able to because of the pain that she was in and everything. I feel like during the millennial reign of Christ, that was probably how it was. There was no death and suffering. It was that you were at a spiritual level, physically and spiritually, that you could come and go as you wanted. You know what I mean? There was no, if you decided to transcend from this physical plane here and having the experiences here and live in the millennial reign on earth, you could actually go to heaven back. You know what I mean? So it's just a transfer of energy.
But today they siphon this energy and they use it for something else, and that's why you need to be careful what you put in and what you put out.
This is true. You reap what you sow. Don't forget that, guys. I love the thumbnail for the show. You did a really good job on that. It's so vibrant and bright. I love it. Here, can you see it?
Yes. I made it. I wanted this to be your banner on your channel first, but it doesn't fit right, But
yeah, it still looks good. I like it, especially with the white around it. It's all popping out. Shapu makes most of the thumbnails for our shows, and he just knocks it out of the park every time.
Yeah, with your ideas, Jen. I guess.
Yeah, I do. I'm like, can you do this? But you get it right most of the time. Like, you're right on it.
Yeah, because I totally understand what you want. Yeah,
you get me, Shapu. I do want to show something real quick to everybody. Let me get that set up. Okay, so let me present here real quick.
All right. Hi, everyone. The chat.
All right, guys. So I got a new font for Meltology 101 shirts and hoodies, and I'm excited to show it to you guys. I went with the wet paint Rubik's font, which looks like it's melting. Guys, check it out. Look at that. Is that not cool or what? This is Shapu's hoodie. It's on his way to him right now, and I think it looks badass. Put a
Yeah,
1 in the chat if you're liking this red hoodie with the Meltology 101 on there.
for a guy that doesn't want to attract attention when I will wear this.
Oh yeah,
I
you're
think,
gonna wear it.
you
You're
know,
gonna wear it, and they're gonna like, whoa, what's that?
Yeah.
All right. So the next one I got is the Meltology with the definition on the hoodie. Of course, you can have it on the T-shirt like this as well. Again, it's got the melty melt. I think it looks really good.
Yeah, I like the definition. Yeah.
I started out using Chunky 5 font, and that's what mostly everybody has who've bought in hoodies and shirts from me so far. But I was able to get the guy to look up this font, which is Rubik's Wet Paint, and he ordered it for me. So this is what I'm going to be using from now on.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to this one. I got to get me one of these hoodies. I'm getting a red one probably this week.
Kairos wants a yellow fluorescent one, you know, like.
I don't know if he has those color hoodies. As a matter of fact, the only reason I went with red is because they didn't have your size in black. And I thought, oh, red might really make it pop. I wanted to try it out. So you're my guinea pig, Shabu. Oh, so yeah, let me see what everybody's saying. 111. Good. I'm glad you guys like it. Yeah. Oh, Curtis, did you get yours? You should have got yours by now because I mailed yours and Shapu's out at the same time.
No, Curtis wants a red one also. So
I knew you were going to say you wanted a red one. So you want the red one just with the Meltology 101 because you already got the Meltology and the definition on the black, I'm assuming. And I've not received any pictures from you yet, Curtis. What's up, Juan? You are 18 minutes tardy, but I'm going to let you slide because we haven't really gotten into anything yet.
yeah,
Melanie's not here yet. Anybody sees Melanie come in, let me know immediately.
Oh, he did receive his hoodie.
What's this?
Curtis, like, I did.
Oh, you did? Okay, you got to let me know these things. I'm always expecting to hear from somebody. I only hear from people when they haven't received it.
Yeah, Storm.
What's up, Red Storm? What's up, Melted Inverted Realm? Angela's here as well. What's up, Angela?
Hi, Angela.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool to have that kind of font now.
Yeah.
Getting more ones here. Pants On is in the house. See, Pants On, you're going to have to get a new one because you got the old font, the Chunky 5.
Yeah, it's so funny, Jen, because when you showed me last week my cousin that I never talked to, never like hang out. He's like 25. He just started his own car detailing company, and the font that he used for his name was the same one that you made. Yes, with the drip.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is too funny. Yeah, I just love the red hoodie. I kept looking at the picture of it. It came out so nice in the picture. And when it was here in my house and I was like looking at it, and I'm like, I'm holding it up because it's a medium and I would have to get a small because the medium just seems really big for some reason.
Yeah.
Where's Brick Ash? I don't know what you're talking about there. All right. So, Shapu, we're going to get into your stuff first. And take a look at because you got a bunch of stuff lined up, and then after that we'll get into what it takes to become a volcanologist.
Oh, nice.
Be interesting.
Yeah. Freya. Yeah, Freya. I don't know. I saw her like on CFM last Friday.
Yeah, I saw Freya the other day on CFM as well, and she had texted me, but I don't know if she's not here tonight.
All right, so what
should we
start with? I know I wanted to show just a small clip from Kairos, but we'll start. This one, you really like this one. I think it's Mark that shared me this channel. Share screen. We'll start with.
Does it need volume? Make sure you set the audio.
No, I didn't see any, but I don't know if. Yeah, I
Oh
don't.
yeah, I could hear it. Well, there's nothing to hear anyway. But look, there's brick on the wall. Let me make this big screen. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing. There we go.
So this channel is called just Moth, and I think I don't even know where he is. He just posts like places like this, probably in Middle East somewhere.
Ancient aqueduct, mystery, enigmas, hidden secrets. Okay.
So just slow it down just a bit. Because you can see that even shit. Even at the bottom here, look, there's like flooring.
I
And
see it.
just
It looks like there's brick under that layer right there.
yeah. I guess this is what the aqueduct is. Yes.
Oh, there's brick up that well thing that he's going to look up right there. Look,
Yeah.
right there, brick. Boom, baby. The whole thing was brick. All of it, guys.
Yeah.
That's a pocket of survival.
So why would you just do one section here?
Exactly.
And
And
you
there's
can-
this one brick that I could see. I can't point to it because you're on here. But if you go straight down from where you are, go down a little bit further, stop. Right there. See the brick transitioning?
Yeah.
Boom, baby.
Yeah, right here. Right here. And you can see one that still has its original coloring, red.
Nice. I love this kind of evidence.
Yeah. This aqueduct was covered over. And they just dug out the rest of.
Okay, look, stop. Look at the window. See the window? All that's brick.
No.
Yeah, all of it.
Oh, this, but look at this one,
What's that?
What's going on? Yeah.
And look, and right there, you can see where it's transitioning from brick into like that flat surface. They must have had a coating over it.
Yeah. You can see it's all melted in one. Looks like one piece.
Very interesting. I love this.
Yeah, you can clearly see here.
Yep.
You can see like the covering that you were talking about still there, the stucco, but you cannot apply stucco when the rocks are like this, It was all flat brick.
That's right. It was all beautiful brick.
Yeah. It's impossible, to apply straight stucco like this.
Yeah, build a janky wall and then cover it with stucco.
Yeah. You need a flat surface. And all of this same thing. You can see the bricks here still left. But did you see it? Oh, shit. Oh, it was loading. Look, right here. You can still see all the bricks line.
I see it. Yep. Just more proof.
Yeah. Am I at there? Yeah. Okay.
Get scared.
So it just goes back and forth, I guess, in this one.
So that's how they enter into it?
Yeah.
Look, there's brick up there. Look, right there. Up in the ceiling, it looks like there's some brick.
Did you see? You saw a brick? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think there was one here that someone took off.
Quite possibly.
And yeah, exactly. Can clearly see it. Don't know if they blocked some places away. Is that your wind chime?
Yeah, my wind chime. Aaron gave me that. It's beautiful. I love the way it sounds.
So yeah, this is what we were looking at. Where is the okay? Where is that part here? And they would tell you that all of this they made it with mud bricks again. It's and they say it's thousands of years old, and it's impossible.
Don't be shy for the party.
Okay.
I don't feel turd.
Hi, Melanie.
Welcome, Melanie.
Yeah, look at this drippiness here that was flowing down.
It sounds like you
All
said
of it.
penis. Did you just say penis?
No, drippy, but yeah, it wasn't the word. Yes, I did say penis, but there was a drip penis.
Drippiness is that like penis? I'm just saying.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh man.
Yeah, look at this.
Yep, it was all brick at one time, guys.
No, if you cannot see that, the bricks just change into the what we now call natural formations everywhere. Yeah.
Geologists and archaeologists must collide when they come here. Two worlds colliding.
Yeah, they just invent something. That's what they do. They just invent a story to make their story plausible, so.
That's very true.
It's so easy when you can make any stories. So just the people would just believe it because we have diploma and a white coat, And for archaeologists, they have like a straw hat and a beard, so.
Yep. They're like, oh boy, we got to make a narrative for this.
Yeah. Look at this drippiness. Just the same as we were going to show what happened in that fort, Fort Zerdev, and now Deborah shared, but I already knew that channel. I was waiting for them to post that video. Same thing, but it's inside. Yeah.
And they call it a natural feature.
But they call that, I don't know what they say the narrative was they light a fire inside again.
Oh no, you talking about the cave one you're going to show?
Oh yeah. So this you can go on. I shared the video.
Okay.
It's all the same thing,
Yep. In case there's anybody new here and they don't know, I'm just going to play this.
According to Encyclopedia Britannica, mountains generally are understood to be larger than hills, but the term has no standardized geological meaning.
Just saying.
Exactly. So I'll just keep this one, and I want to show right away the small clip from Kairos that
all right.
And you're gonna see the same kind of features that what brick can turn into, because look, this is Kairos hammer, and you can see all the bricks right there, and you found like all down.
Wow.
With a brick, but look how the brick just both.
Look at it. Look how far back it goes.
Yeah, right into dust, And it's bricks, layers of bricks.
This is a meltologist on the scene right here, uncovering melted brick.
Oh yeah.
All day long, every day of the week.
Like Earth.
Yeah. But here, look, you see right there what you're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
If I dig here in the ground,
Mm-hmm.
I will find this red earth right away. It's everywhere,
Yep.
And this just proves what it is, It's just brick dust, dustified brick. But look, it goes really deep, and it's all bricks.
Guys, that's a brick.
Every day of the week.
Every day of the week.
Yeah.
You go, Kairos. That's amazing.
No, this is Kairos footage.
Guys, if you're not subbed and belled to Kairos channel, Melanie is going to grab it and stick it in the chat right now.
Yep. You can clearly see that all this
Wow.
pavement is all bricks, and it's open underneath, I guess, Kairos, huh? Look, yeah.
Wow.
Other parts of it. But you could see that all this brick was dustified, you know.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's really
Turning
good.
into sand hurts. And there was even black earth there, so must be part of what burnt there, you know. Well, I don't know if it was bricks or trees or wood inside this construction.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Johnny Cool's in the house. What's up, Johnny? Are you late? I think you're late too. Oh my goodness.
Don't be shy for the funny.
Yeah, thanks the mother load. I wanted to show you your video also. You found like lots of transition bricks in his area.
Mm-hmm. We could show it.
But I don't have it in my tabs. I have to search for it.
Yes, no problem. Take your time. I'm going to play something for everybody real quick. It's 18 seconds long.
Just how many, quote, natural formations are really just extremely weathered, once extremely large stone-built structures? Maybe there are many stone granite hills, and even maybe mountains that dot our earth, which were, before millennia of rain, grand structures of a forgotten people.
Yep, so there's that. We got one more.
What we found is melted glass spherules. So this is our first clue that some high temperature event had happened. What we found is melted glass spherules. So this is our first clue that some high temperature event had happened.
Temperature is sufficient to melt Earth, basically. Is that what you're saying? Hot enough to melt a car into a molten puddle of metal in the parking lot. Right.
What is it, lagging or something? I don't know.
No, was it? I haven't played it in a while.
Yeah, no, my computer is lagging, I guess.
Oh no, I hope it didn't happen on the live stream.
Tab and Pants video doesn't want to load. Oh my god.
I know. Hi Annette, what's going on? Welcome. Into is here. Let me see here. Red Storm, Curtis, Melted Inverted Realm, Melanie.
I don't know what's going on.
Can you guys hear me?
Anyway, I have this one instead. It doesn't want to load. So I think this is like in Alberta. Somebody shared it on the group.
Okay.
But they shared like a section that you will see at the end, like all in there's a hole in this kind of wall here that you can see that it's clearly full of bricks. But what's interesting that I saw, look at all these red pieces in the hole, because out of the water they look like they are gray.
Uh-huh.
They're full of dust, but if you put it in the water, you can clearly see they're all bricks.
Wow.
Brick color.
Okay. Yeah.
You can see, and all over the place, you can see that people just stack up like these things, and they all look like they are bricks. But what is interesting is this part, this section of the same.
Hmm.
You can see that this part here can clearly see the lines.
Mm-hmm.
And when you go inside, they're all same color as bricks, and even here you can clearly see.
sedimentary bricklayers.
Yeah. But people were just saying, "Oh, it's the water that carved this." Yeah, but why doesn't carve it anymore? It's the same thing since the 1800s. You find like old pictures, and it looks the same. Nothing changed.
That's right. Even in geology, they show bricks. I'm going to show you in just a second. Let me screen share. And these are their diagrams, not mine. Where is it here? Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay, you got the tertiary limestone. Looks like a brick wall. Oh my. And then you get the seismic carbonate lenses, impact glass, tuberite, something, whatever. It looks like muffed up melted brick. Then you get impact glass fallout right here, which looks like more brick. And Cretaceous limestone, which is another brick wall. Okay, I'm not making it up. It's right there. All right, let's look at this one. Oh, here we go. We got Cretaceous tertiary boundary. Okay. It looks like a muffed up melted brick building. Okay. I mean, this is their stuff, guys. It's not mine. It's theirs. They could draw this stuff any way they want. Look at how they draw it. Bricks. Got one more for you.
Yeah.
Here we go. KT boundary. If you guys don't know what the KT boundary is, they think that's when this huge asteroid came and wiped out the dinosaurs, and it laid a layer of ash across the whole planet. Okay. And then they could tell by this boundary layer. Oh, there's no huge asteroids coming into Earth because we live on a flat plane and there's a dome up there. So what is this stuff? Okay.
Yeah. Talking about this, I have a clip that matches what you just said, but look at this. You can't even see ballooning bricks.
Exactly, Chapu. You can see the grain growth, all the stuff we talk about here. Exactly. That's the side wall of a brick building is what they're drawing out there for you. Because there are millions of years is bullshit. Billions and all that other crap.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get back over here to what we were doing with you. So you said you have something that complements that?
Yeah, yes. Share screen, type screen, share with audio. Yeah, this one. All right. So let's start this over. Can you hear it?
Yes.
One of the most amazing impact phenomena I've never seen on TV is this material, tektites. Now here we have, there was an impact on the Earth that basically melted large amounts of the Earth's surface. In this case, probably that basically melted large amounts of the Earth's surface.
Melted!
Very long to the ground. It was almost instantaneously melted. And then the shock
how many times?
Instantaneously melted. And then the shock from that impact then sprayed this material over about a third of the Earth.
You see,
Mm-hmm.
they even say that it melted here, but they attribute it to an asteroid impact,
Yep.
And
it's either going to be an asteroid or something from space, or something that has to do with a volcano that melts things, because they're the only two things that would have that extreme heat. Now, doesn't it make sense now why the volcano narrative exists?
Yeah.
We're going to break all that down and what exactly it takes to be a volcanologist.
Yeah.
And how many volcanologists are there in the world?
Oh man, I have this pants clip. I don't want to. It doesn't want to play. I don't know why.
Sorry, I had to lower my phone.
So sorry.
Johnny, cool. How did you write that in the chat? He wrote like Chinese or Japanese or something. It looks like Chinese, I think.
Oh, Johnny, yeah, because I'm a Chan isn't chat, I guess.
I don't have that. How do you get that font? Like, how do you get that?
Oh, we might have like just copy and paste it somewhere.
Oh, okay. I don't know. It looks like you typed it. It's pretty cool. I don't know what it says, but it's cool again.
All right. So, okay, yeah, this I kept. I'll show what Deborah shared.
Okay. Deborah the Red Brick Chick. Guys, if you're not subscribed to Deborah the Red Brick Chick channel, please subscribe. Melanie, if you can grab her link and drop it, I would appreciate that.
So I won't share with the audio because they speak German, and I don't know how they are if we show their things. But do you see this?
Mm-hmm. We're good.
So it's not from YouTube; it's from my own computer, so we won't have any problems. But look, they are into like a.
Okay, this is not the fort in Russia, right? This is
No, that's another one.
Okay, so we have another location with melted brick.
Wait. I'll just mute it.
Yeah.
So yeah, they go into it's like a bunker, some kind of bunker, just like the one in Russia, but
you can tell it's not that one, though.
No, this one it's like from Germany or that area. I'm not sure. You can clearly see that.
Wow, look at that.
Look, yeah, look all these melted bricks just dripping.
So, do we have the narrative on this place? Do you know what the narrative is?
Yeah, they lit a fire to try to destroy it. The same narrative that they use for all these forts.
Yeah, but so the other fort, they said it was a napalm-like substance.
Napalm, yeah, napalm.
Okay, and that gets about 5,000-6,000 degrees or something like that. So was it just a fire, or was it?
They don't talk about napalm on this one. They say just a fire.
See, because that wouldn't cut the mustard. A seasoned researcher would know from the temperature of brick and how and what it melts at and everything that just a fire is not going to do it. And if that's all they're giving you, you know this is a bullshit narrative.
Yeah, because I don't. But this. I think this is the only room. I'm not sure if there's other rooms that are like this. I think they are. They have more rooms that are like this. But the narrative is, there was big fire in there, and that's what melted these bricks, you know. But in any case, it just proves that bricks can melt and change its shapes like this.
Shapes and color, guys, because you see a lot of locations where people don't think a regular old rock in their backyard that's gray and whatever was a red brick at one time.
Yeah. So I want to show what. Where's my? Wait. Where was it? Oh, okay. Because I want
the ceiling. It's so crazy.
Yeah, I want to compare this. You can see the drippiness here to this same thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You see here, same drippiness over these bricks. That's the same thing here. But here they not been weathered because they're inside, so they still vitrified.
You said this is Germany, right?
Yeah, probably. I think it is. I'm not sure. Don't trust my word. It's somewhere in Germany or around the area.
Okay.
But I'll put the link in the chat for it.
No problem. It's amazing how similar it is to the fort in Russia.
Yeah, because if I just let it go.
Even with the meltiness of the ceiling and the walls, you could still make out the parallel running brick layers, okay? Which, if they were more melted, you would still be able to see them, but they would call them sedimentary layers.
Yeah.
So this is basically the only room that looks like this, but the rest is kind of muffed up?
Not sure. I think there's another. No, I think there's more rooms than this one.
I would love to explore something like this. and see brick all melted like that on the ceiling. It's just blowing my mind.
Yeah, but
I'd
look,
be climbing
even
up
here,
there trying to break off a piece.
yeah, this right here, you can clearly see what the bricks turn into. This
Yep, black obsidian.
black kind,
Yep.
glassy obsidian.
And they say we're crazy. I say geologists are crazy.
Yeah, look, it's all burnt like all over, but can clearly see.
Look at that melty, drippy mess right there. You can still make out the brick layers.
Yeah, and it's rock curtaining, and we call it rock curtaining, but the drippiness just
runs over itself.
Yeah, runs over all the bricks.
And that glaze on it means there was vitrification going on.
Yeah. Vitrification and the cooling was really the same, all the same. It stopped all the same.
Yep.
Time.
It was like the same time it was all taken away, the heat.
Yes.
And it was instant solidification.
Yeah. Because I'd like to explain, when you glaze a cake, if you don't have the right temperature for your glazing, it won't be shiny like you want. It will be dull, or it would be, you need to have the right temperature. It's crazy. But here you can clearly see under it, it's all red bricks right there.
Even all that yellow and gray stuff was all red brick, guys.
Yeah, you can clearly see here.
You see how they melted out of their position, and they're still holding the rectangular shape throughout the mortar lines.
Yeah.
The bricks kind of indented out.
Yeah. The mortar has hold better than the bricks in this one. In other places, it's the other way around. You know, it's so mysterious. It's probably the way they are making it. The recipe for it, you know, if you put too much lime in your substance. But look, this is the other room also. Same thing.
Wow.
And you can see at the bottom, all of this bricks. They're not different. They're all bricks, but now they look like they are rocks. But why would they be? Yeah, why would they be rocks? It's all bricks, you know. They don't ask these questions. These people, I don't know what.
Again, geology and current history and archaeology are all in on it together, guys.
Yeah. Can clearly see inside. Look, this was the coating.
Yep.
Vitrified, and also inside all the bricks.
And then you see the red brick underneath.
Yeah. But you can see that this was not all the X factor. They were trying to hide something or test things in there. See, because you can see like the bottom here, nothing has happened. Almost, I don't know what they're looking, just looking at some piece of metal.
Why would they even leave this place standing? Why haven't they gotten rid of it?
Because it costs too much to destroy these.
And you know what, too? It's all solidified together, probably. It's even harder to destroy now.
Yeah, that's what they do with these things. They either bury it, or they put really big bombs, but it's too costly and it attracts too much people, so they just try to bury it.
Down the walls. Go back a tiny bit. Look at how it was just running down the walls. Yeah, look at that. Wow.
Yeah, you can clearly see here that it went down there. So, you know, it covered this part.
So the floor is all cooked out. This was all brick floor.
Yes. We don't know. We don't see the true flooring right here.
We need Kairos and his pick. Start picking away at the floor.
But here you can see the bricks just changing shapes.
Mm-hmm.
But this side is still remaining the same one. You see all this side here has been X-factored really bad, but this one not so much.
It's so crazy how this event affected things.
Yeah, there's so much
I showed this in Pompeii. Pompeii's the same way. You'll have one wall that looks perfectly fine that's still standing, and the other wall's totally cooked out, janky rock.
Yeah. There's so much factors that can change the stuff, you know, just minor temperature differences, or just the way the brick was made, or who made it.
33 people here, Chapeau.
Yeah.
There's always 33 people here. Look at that. Wait, go back a tiny bit.
It's a good thing, because if there were less than 33, you know.
Right there. A little bit more, right? A little bit more. Right there. Look at that. Look at how it's all, all that hanging off, kind of ready to melt away.
But look how it cuts off. That's so weird, you know?
How does that happen?
I don't know. How does that happen? How do you make just half of this melt straight up?
It's gotta be an act of God, if you ask me. He's the only one that can do that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Now look, just I don't know.
But there it is.
Yeah, but there it is, exactly.
Make it make sense.
But look at here, you can see here, these ones just change into what you call here as well. You can see that this layer has just busted up, change, but the underneath layer is still retaining.
Yeah, but it's going black, the underneath layer. It's so crazy. And the other wall too, it's doing it.
Yeah, these ones, I think they just popped out from the bricks. They just bust out.
Wow.
Because you can see the arch here. Oh, it's not full here. This is so, it's supposed to meet this wall here, but this is just, my cat's going crazy. But yeah, look,
this is not meowing.
Wow, but this line here of the heat traveling, you can see it there, and here it hits really hard.
Yeah, I understand frequency, red storm frequency, and the heat, but the frequency is not the same throughout. What you can see what's going on here. The frequency is different throughout different spots, so it's multiple frequency.
Yeah. Looks like it was a set of stairs, so probably that's why there's two layers of these bricks.
There's a railing on the wall.
Yeah,
there's a railing right there.
Look at these. Yeah, these bricks here, they were made when the stairs were there, and these ones also, but these ones are not looking like bricks anymore, you know. They all changed.
You know how we've seen like those bridges going across different areas where it's all brick and half of it, there's like a pattern through it where there's like muffed up brick, and then it's good brick, and then muffed up brick again and good brick. Like,
yes,
you know, we're trying to figure out how this heat event went up through things and cooked it the way it did in these different heat levels.
Yeah,
heat differentials.
Yeah, here you can see Kairos, those yellow bricks, white bricks, red bricks still here, black bricks, the even green ones. They changed all the colors, like earthy colors. Sometimes you can find like a blue one, but it's probably because there was a glazed mix with it, I guess.
Right.
But I don't know. It can become anything, any mineral material. Cobalt is blue. I don't know. You know, there's so many factors.
No, if this was cooked out and crushed down a little bit more, they'd say this was a slate mine.
Exactly, because look at the everything that's right there on the floor. They look like slates, but if you look up everywhere, there's no slate anywhere. You know, it's all bricks. You see all the
Johnny. There's so many different levels of heat in one room. You know, it's hard to comprehend.
Yeah, because this is not controlled. So 1 inch can be 1,000 degrees, and just beside it, it can be like 500. You know, it's just a gust of wind can change everything. That's why in the laboratory they do control environment, but in I was in nature, but outside there is no controlling. It can, and everything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
But it goes on, and some places that are blocked. There you can see big blocks that were covering like this, like a cement blocks that they put over here. You can see these type that you can see everywhere in all the buildings, like Pants showed.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
tried to play your video. I don't know, my computer does what. And they go, I think when they go further, that you can see here that this section again, this one is vitrified, but this section, when he turns around, look, this looks like any cavern or mine
Yeah.
that you go visit. And even here, you will see that there's a part that looks like it was a wall in a cave.
Mm-hmm.
But it's clearly, it's all bricks.
All bricks. Red motherfucking brick.
Yeah, like this here, you can, yeah, look at this melting. So probably these were filled with something that was flammable, but not, you can see that here, look, that's
Yeah,
not been
exactly.
touched.
So
Back there, it's been touched between the melt here.
Mhm.
It's really hard to understand how the heat traveled here.
You got to make it make sense, guys, and this don't make sense.
You can't handle the truth.
The ceiling is just tripping.
Mm.
Yeah, this side just covered in the brick melts.
I love the brick melt. I find it to be so fascinating. These people don't really seem too enamored with it. It's like
No, because they follow the narrative. Okay, it's a fire, so they just, they don't know that the brick are not supposed to melt like this, I guess. But they were surprised when they arrived. They mentioned like a movie, like, oh, it's Silent Hill, you know, like a scary movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, oh, this one was about to pop. Oh, shit.
Oh, great. I don't know. See, I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking, Chapu. This is why the narrative makes no sense. These containers, this metal has a melting point, okay? And
Yes.
it's below brick. If you look
Yeah.
up the melting point of iron and steel and all that crap, it is below brick.
Yeah. Yeah,
So why are
exactly.
those barrels there? They should have melted away.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Yeah. Critical thinking, guys. You got to be tearing apart the narrative in your head.
Because here
Tearing it
you can
apart.
see same kind of melt, but there's no barrels. There's
Mhm.
there's one barrel, you know, two maybe. But like this, you know, the steel have not been affected. What's going on? But look at the color of this melt, just green. It really looked like a motor snot for real. But look here, the bottom part, not untouched bricks.
The melting point of steel is 2,500 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah. And you can see it's all retained, but it was probably red hot, but you know, it still retained its integrity. But really interesting. We can go. They go to this fort, and their channel. They go to other places that are other forts that the same narrative that they try to burn again. And so you can go look at these ones are like untouched. And I guess the further they go, it's less. It's more like you would see same thing in normal.
Melting point of brick is over 2,000 degrees, and it says they turn brown or gray at around 2,370 degrees Fahrenheit. That's not even, that's before they even start to melt. They turn gray and brown stuff, sometimes purple even. And the melting point of steel, 2,500 degrees.
Yeah. So look at this. It looks like any normal rocks. You can see this. You would think that this like it's a mine or a cave. And look, this arch that is dripping there.
I see it.
And it's closed out, not closed up, but changed the shape. The shape changed. I don't know the word.
Kairos. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Oh, thanks, Kairos.
Love your videos.
Yes.
Yeah, bricks melt at a higher temperature. The temperature I read was where they turn gray. It's right around 3,000 something, almost 4,000 degrees. I don't think it's 4,500. I don't think it's that high. Are you talking for Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Look, you can see like below there's like another floor. And there that they tried to, I guess, bury. But look at this steel.
Wow.
This probably melted.
And look at the wall. Oh my gosh.
This steel pipe just melted, and this wall is just wavy, like chocolate dripping.
Right.
And you can see here that looks like some kind of marble texture behind now. But you can see it was bricks because you can see the bricks there. Yeah, all bricks.
Bricks melt at a temperature of 2,800 degrees Fahrenheit. Just to be clear, it says for fire clay to 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Maybe that's what you were thinking, Kairos.
Yeah. So I'll just pause it. Look at this side here. When he pans over the arch.
Wow.
He moves fast, but you can clearly see all this drippiness here. Because I
love the messy drippy melt. Look at it, guys.
All right, so I don't know if I can do this.
So this is what geologists call stalactites on the ceilings of caves. Look at that.
Like this, just like this.
And this is an actual cave, correct?
This is an actual cave, yeah.
Now, guys, you just saw what we showed you at that fort and the other fort in Russia. Y'all seen that before. Look at this. And they're saying this is a natural formation in a cave. You know what I think? I think geologists need to be fired. That's let me see here. Can I find my fired one? Oh, yeah, here it is.
You're fired.
Nice. Yeah, you can clearly see that it's like the mortar being squished down and dripping through all the cracks and crannies
Mm-hmm.
of the building just squishing together. When you put clay in your hand and you squish it, it's gonna try to go out between all the pores of your hand. Not the pores, but
Yeah.
between your fingers and stuff.
So can we look at that again? The top of that cave. Yeah. Just wow. I just gotta look at this. That is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And geologists call these stalactites. You guys know this. This is all their BS narrative to explain this. Look at this. Oh my God.
Yeah, you can see the seam, the mortar seams, but here you can see, like in this one, that it's not everywhere. It's only certain places where there's cracks and pieces where the joints meet. And
Yes, pants on. Whatever it was, I definitely think it was quick when it happened. It was an intense X Factor event that happened rather quickly, within hours, in my opinion. What do you think, Chapeau? Maybe seconds, minutes, instantaneous.
Just instantaneously, because it travels so fast everywhere, and it's just like when the cymatic frequencies. When you change the frequency, the shape changes right away. There's
Right.
no waiting. It just change the frequency, the shape is changed.
This is
Right
very
away.
true. This is very true. But there has to be time for the stuff to drip, to be
Yeah,
running.
for the dripping.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
So
the
that's where
dripping.
I'm coming from with my, logic on it.
Yeah, probably with the dripping, it could be like because it was probably not just in 1 second. It lasted probably a couple minutes or hours. I don't know how long this thing lasts, because when you remember when I showed the plexiglass, the guy hitting the plexiglass and the Lichtenberg
It
pattern,
has no instancy. Yeah,
and
right.
you can see that the energy is still traveling for
Mhm.
like maybe 1 minute
Going around. Yeah,
still
yeah. And then,
around right there,
what you're saying, yeah.
because it's just transferring and propagating all over. So yeah, it could last for an event that size. It could last maybe a couple hours, probably.
Yeah, considering if it happened plane wide, we're putting something small like we were looking at on a massive scale, and that energy still flowing through it, going, hitting different areas, bouncing back and forth. Other things are going to melt down more. The other places that didn't get hit with that extra bounce of frequency going through it, maybe only got certain heat and it started to drip. But then what's apparent is that when this went away, it solidified immediately mid-melt wherever it was.
Yeah, because when it stopped, the temperature dropped drastically, and what was like liquid, semi-liquid state just becomes hardened right away.
Complete solidification.
Exactly.
All right. So what else we got to look at on your end?
Well, I've got like the melted castle in Poland. Got the Cyclopean wall in Greece that I never knew that was there. It's from Athens to the coastline.
Really?
2 giant Cyclopean wall. Yeah.
How did we miss that? We covered Greece, didn't we?
I know. We covered Athens, but there's so much stuff that look. I'll just show you this.
The whole continent. I mean, the whole whatever Greece is. It's a peninsula. What is it? It was all building.
Yeah. This one. Okay.
Get rid of this.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We're gonna
So
get
it's
back.
called the Themistoclean Sphinx Wall.
And this is in Athens.
Yes.
Okay. And how long is this wall?
Oh, Jen. I will show you. I couldn't believe that there was. It's a double. There's 2 walls actually. But you can
we
see
talked
that
about how these buildings were massive. They were interconnected, and not just massive in height, but in length as well.
Yeah.
Okay. And these walls would prove that, because why would you build two gigantic walls that go on for miles or whatever, unless it was for a building? It was one large building at one time.
Yeah. Look at this part here, you know.
Oh, is that a brick?
Yeah, probably it was, but not anymore because it's changed to this. But I've seen like other places around that wall that you can actually see the bricks. I will have to look up where did I put these pictures, because I didn't think I would show it tonight, but we're here. Yeah, we're here now. So okay, yeah. Okay. So I'm not sharing because I stopped this one.
Okay.
And I will share my entire screen again to show you. So the wall, a part of the wall that you see these two walls there, Jen?
Mm-hmm. That's what we're looking at.
Yes, this part of this wall. I don't know if it's the north one or this one, but look. Did you know that they had like these walls there?
No.
From Athens, the Acropolis, to the coastlines.
I've never even heard of these walls.
Yeah, me neither.
Is this a Mandela effect?
So this another part of the wall. You can clearly see the remains of the bricks.
Oh yeah, I bet the geologists were like, "Oh no, that's building."
Yeah, it looks like marble. It could you can cut a piece of it and it would be marble. Probably. Again, another map of this.
What are these other lines? Are they other walls?
Yes, there's another wall here.
In Athens?
These, I don't know. This was a road. Another wall here. Wall. Probably were aqueducts at one point. Probably not just walls. And again, another part. Look, another section of the same wall.
Is this an Aztec wall? Oh no, we're in Greece.
Yeah, exactly. We're in Greece right now. But look how you cannot even fit anything. And look, the bricks.
That's exactly right. And we already showed through the grain growth and sintering how this all takes place.
Look at this, yeah.
Wow. That's
look,
identical.
this one here, you know.
Yeah. They can't explain this stuff, guys. They have to give us some weird narrative and stuff, but we've already explained it. Who has shown the proof of what creates this? And it's extreme heat that does it, or frequency, however you want to put it. Heat is frequency, so there's that.
So, the same wall. I was just looking at it.
How far down does this wall go?
I don't know. Look, there's still parts here, you know.
Wow.
And you can clearly see in this picture the bricks here,
Mm-hmm.
a line of bricks here, still bricks here. They probably today remove all of this or covered it, because when we covered Athens in Greece, I showed old pictures that you clearly see the bricks, and the pictures of today, there's a hole. They just removed these bricks because they aren't supposed to be bricks. They're supposed to be carved blocks.
Right. Just like all this. You can see
Like
blocks.
all this, yes.
There's only one explanation for that, guys, and that is the extreme heat and this grain growth that takes place.
Yeah. This is another section of the stone wall of Athens. Look, bricks, squash bricks.
Bricks next to sedimentary layers.
Exactly.
There's two red bricks. That one that's next to them on the right, that looks like sedimentary layers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coral. They would call it coral.
Right.
And these bricks just hanging, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But they are fused together with that piece, you know. There's small bricks there, brick there. They will try to say, "Oh, it's a repair job" or anything like this. But why would you repair it with a brick when you know it's stone? why did you just cut a stone and put it? It doesn't even make sense what they're trying to tell us. It's crazy.
That's very true.
Again, this just another look. This one is really nice because you can clearly see all the bricks
Yeah.
still remaining.
It's right there.
Yeah.
What about this round one here? That's interesting.
It's probably a column that fell down, and I don't know. Or maybe it has another purpose that we don't even know. So
yeah, I don't know. It could have a plaque on there or something.
yeah, and because I've seen a lot of these. There I have like pillars in between.
Mm-hmm.
When these buildings fall down and break down and just being destroyed, everything just mix up, and it's like a big soup of of everything.
Right.
Semi-liquid
That's kind of what we see in Vesuvius, where I found the statue head in the mineral layers supposedly embedded in the wall there.
Yes. So this is what they show us today, but look, it's all melted. It's just
all
a big melted structure.
Motherfucker.
These things, I'm pretty sure they just added all of this because if you look at it, they're out of place.
Mm-hmm.
All these are squares everywhere, like flat walls. But now you have these columns that are just out, that doesn't belong in there. That's
Yeah,
why
and they
I
always
say
seem to be being worked on.
they always, because they never was completed. The Greece, the story of the Greek people, it's all invented, and the Romans and all of this.
Romans with their skirts and sandals roaming around
And building all
this stuff.
Yeah, building all this stuff, taking over
Roman bathhouses everywhere.
Yeah.
Those pesky Romans.
Yeah.
With their Vesuvius volcano. So this is part of the wall. It makes a right turn here. What's going on?
I don't know if the guy had like a fisheye lens or not.
He bended it right.
Or just like a wide angle. Yeah, probably. But these are all melted steps. I don't know if I have more picture. Yeah, this one is a really small picture, but I want just to show that this block, you can see that it was all separate bricks at one point.
Good example. And look at the ones below it. They're all melted out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Again, another section of this wall, but look, this one has just been melted down.
Yeah, down.
And even here, it's just part of it also. Again, just bricks there, small bricklets there. But these they have like these columns there that I don't know.
It must have been something that went lower. Like these columns, there's more underground or something.
Yes, for sure. Because look at the height of this arch there, Jen.
Right, it's too low.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't make sense. Make it make sense.
Make it make sense there. So I don't know if you want.
Go back one picture. Go back one picture. If you can.
Yeah, this is the same one.
And the layer below it that's all melted out is just really crazy looking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Blocks going in every direction, but even like here, there's this one, the small one.
I see it.
Yeah. You can clearly see here the steps that I was talking about.
Oh yeah, they're melted.
Oh yeah.
Who's carving melted steps? Who's building melted steps?
Yeah. All right. So, what else? think I'll show you. I'll try to show you the pants video because it won't play. I'll try it again. Oh, it worked this time.
Cool.
But look, yeah, it was, yeah.
It looks like that fort we were in.
Yes, or just the wall that we just looked at. The
And this
bottom
is outdoors. Wait,
Yeah.
where is this located at? Minnesota?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if he was in Minneapolis. Is he probably in the chat?
He's not in a tunnel or anything. He's outside, right?
Yeah, it's between two buildings in an alleyway between two buildings.
This isn't even like the fort. Like I'm just saying, look at the brick and the damage to it is the same. Because this whole realm was made of brick. It was all bricked out. There could be a superstructure of brick underneath of us. You know, God created this creation, and we don't know what the baseline structure of it is, but there's clearly, it seems like as far down as you go, you're finding red clay and red brick.
Yeah. So he's saying that it was downtown St. Paul's, Minnesota.
Look at this.
Yeah, look at this. Clear to see.
Like a sedimentary layer brick wall in a building in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
There.
Even here, look at this. They just did a bad job of covering it up, you know. They could have raised the a little bit more.
You go, pants on. You are a true meltologist.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
this
I love
one.
his commentary. It's too bad we can't hear it, but I do love the way you commentary your videos. You're very well spoken with the meltology terminology.
Yeah.
And I love hearing your passion. Everybody's passion in this field who's putting out videos. I love it.
Yes. Yes, I wish I had that passion again, but I've looked at too much that it's too evident for me. That's just normal, and I.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah. But you found like a lot of good stuff.
It's amazing that they're still standing in these conditions and stuff. It looks really crappy, but at the same time, it's solidified. It's just.
Yeah, look at the bottom. It looks like it could crack anytime. But this was 8, 9 stories tall. This building. Yeah, I think it goes. Yeah.
Wow. It almost looks like it's going cross-bedding there at one point.
Yeah, look at this right there. I'll try to pause it even here, you know.
That's so crazy. The heat differentials in one wall, it's like 10 different heat differentials.
Yeah.
Wow.
We know that.
Look at that. It looks like what they call sedimentary layers. This is why they call it. This is why they tell us about this uniform materialism, and that it was gradual layer upon layer. That's the only thing that they could come up with to explain this stuff away.
Yeah. Yeah. Can clearly see the transition of the bricks right there. It's crazy. But we know that in the 1800s, all the major cities went to destruction. They tried to destroy a lot, the best that they can with fire, and they blame it on fire. Yeah. They tried to destroy evidence and change the layout of all these cities everywhere. It's crazy. And they call it around the Civil War like era. Also, they use this as a cover up to go into these cities and destroy everything.
Agreed.
You know, when they do this, they people just leave because they don't want to be part of it. But that's when these two parties go there and do what they had to do. You know, destroy everything they could in the fastest amount of time they can. And it's the same pattern that we saw everywhere. And also the what is he called, the captain, or not the German, but one, I don't know his name, but he called it, the tactics was called, the scorch earth tactics, you know. That's what they use. Yeah, he's showing like the transition and the fate, the mortar to try to hide the transition, you know.
Right. They're shady.
Yes.
Very shady. Yep.
Yeah,
it's interesting that people see this, they walk by it all their lives, and nobody even thinks to ask any questions about it.
Yeah.
It's only until Meltology came along that we've started questioning all of this stuff and really seeing it. It's been here this whole time. We've all seen it our whole lives, but we never really saw it.
Yeah. No, nothing is hidden. It's right there, but we never saw it before because we never put our attention to it. You know,
exactly.
So yeah, Pants puts up a lot of video. Please go sub to Pants channel.
Yes, please, guys, drop his channel in the chat. Please make sure you guys are subscribed and bell notifications on for Pants on channel, Pants on the Ground.
Yeah, and then the first, he was looking really shady. Look at the beginning of the video. It was like in his car alone in a alleyway. I don't know what time it was, but
some meltologists like to work at night.
Exactly. And he said he was like a painter in his career, and I also am. I was a painter. I am still am. You never got out. You still paint anytime anyone wants to paint. But I did it for like 20 something year, painting houses and commercials and everywhere. And look, he even found like, look at these buried arches right there. Look at these bricks.
Wow.
Just
Look at that.
transitioning. Just the arch there. The one. Just changing shape, trying to be rocks. All right. So.
All right.
I think I have some more stuff, but I think I'm gonna let you.
Okay, well, we're gonna take a quick break.
Oh, okay. I just wanted. I just.
No, go ahead. No problem.
Just remember that I want to show something else, but
yeah, we can do it.
Just before the break. All right.
Yeah, it's all good.
Just one thing, because a lot of people just ask about if Everest, even Everest is a melted building or something. So here's like a thing on the geology of Everest. They call it marine limestone again in Everest, because they say it was like Jen, you said that it was like a seabed that rose up to
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah.
That's how they explain it.
Yeah.
So where is geology description? This is the highest point on Earth. We all know that was once a seafloor. This isn't it wonderful? Isn't it just crazy? What you're saying, you know?
They'll make up anything. It's still growing, by the way. You just
Yeah,
can't see it. It's so
and they
slow.
call it. It's all limestone deposit in a warm, shallow water sea. 450 million years ago. Again, with their.
Because they know that how. I guess they
I
have
know.
one of their geology buddies that
I know.
forwarded them that information.
Yeah, and they say that it got pushed up when the two plates collide 55 million years ago. They're so precise about it.
Yeah, because they know. Yeah, on their ball, they know. They're on the ball.
Yeah.
With their numbers.
All right. So the thing that the first layer they did, because they have put it in layers.
Mm-hmm.
But you go at this second layer that they say that's layered bedding. It's limestone that form when heated to become marble.
Oh, it was heated. Okay.
Yeah, it heated to become marble. So what happened?
What heated it? Oh, it must
What?
be their molten
It must be the
or
molten
a volcano.
core. Yeah. It's so
In their
interesting.
ball.
And then another layer, the cementary rock, has been metamorphized at reasonably high temperatures again. What caused these high temperatures?
I wonder. What
I
was their
wonder.
first clue of an extreme heat event? Little glass
So high
swirl.
temperatures up there that it's still snow everywhere. What caused these high temperatures? And again, the other layer of granite that they call it, gneiss rock. Rocks that are partly melted and metamorphosed into under high temperatures again.
See, this is what the brick does. It metamorphs under high temperatures.
But they never say where this high temperature came from. They just assume things again, make stories around what story they want to put out to make it make sense for them, for people,
And they're millions of years.
But they say that it was anyway, it's so crazy. So this is the layers that they show again.
Right.
Only the top part was not melted, but all of this, it has been melted to be like what it is now from geology perspective.
Yeah.
crazy.
So, like, where's my hit for that one? Jeez, here it is.
This is bullshit.
Nice.
What do you use that one?
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I'm trying to imagine what Mount Fuji was look like. Well, in the maps from the 1700s and before, there's
It's
no
not there.
Fuji anywhere.
That's right. We're going to talk about that too.
Why isn't it on the Japanese old maps? It should be there.
Yeah, because I can tell you something right now about Mount Fuji if I can find it here. Where did I have it up? Maybe I had it on my pictures. Fuji. Maybe that's not it. I'll have to get it up in a minute when we get to the other pictures. Here, it might be this one. Okay, here we go. This is some stuff about Mount Fuji. In medieval times, it eventually came to be seen as by Japanese as the #1 mountain of the known world of the 3 countries of India, China, and Japan. The mountain is mentioned in Japanese literature throughout the ages and is subject to many poems. So Mount Fuji was extremely important, and people knew about it since before the medieval times. But the map up here from 1587, the Montebano map, it's not there.
No.
So why isn't it there? And we're going to talk about all that when we come back.
And we tried on the show to match the maps of Japan and the old maps and pinpoint where Mount Fuji should have been. And there's nothing there.
All right, guys, we're going to be back in 3 minutes.
Have you ever wondered how the city of Petra was built? The rose-red city, half as old as time, stands as a testament to human ingenuity and the unfathomable mysteries of our past. But what if the accepted narrative of its creation is not entirely accurate? What if Petra wasn't painstakingly carved, but rather it was melted into existence? Yes, you heard it right, melted. The conventional understanding is that Petra, this magnificent city, was carved by the Nabateans. Yet a new perspective is emerging, one that challenges this long-standing belief. It suggests that Petra was not chiseled out of rock, but was in fact melted by an extreme heat event with temperatures exceeding 9,000 degrees. It's a radical notion, something straight out of a science fiction novel. But is it? Upon closer inspection of the buildings, the amphitheater, and the surrounding features of the land, a different story begins to unfold. The structures appear to have endured wide-scale devastation, as if they had melted like wax in the fervent heat. It's as though an X-Factor event, a cataclysm of unimaginable proportions, had swept across the city, forever altering its landscape. Enter the world of meltology. This is the study and exploration of melted structures, a field that seeks to understand the unorthodox origins of Petra and other similar sites. It's an exciting new frontier in archaeology, one that could rewrite our understanding of human history and the Earth's past. One of the intriguing aspects of this theory is the term mountain. In the context of Petra, mountain seems to have no standardized geological meaning. Could this be another indication that the city was not carved but rather molded by the searing heat? To summarize, the theory suggests that Petra, the rose-red city, wasn't carved out of the rock by the Nabateans. Instead, it was shaped by an extreme heat event, a cataclysmic occurrence that melted the structures into their current form. The signs of this event are visible in the buildings, the amphitheater, and the land itself, which all bear the scars of this intense heat. In the world of meltology, the term mountain is redefined, further supporting the notion of Petra as a melted city. It's a radical theory, but one that offers a fresh perspective on this ancient city's origins. So the next time you marvel at the grandeur of Petra, remember that its creation might not be the result of human hands chiseling away at the rock. Instead, envision a city shaped by the unimaginable heat, a city that was not carved, but melted. Petra, the melted city, stands as a testament to the mysteries of our past, waiting to be unraveled.
All right, we have a Japan expert in the chat. Well, that's good, because we're going to need it. All right, Chapu. I hope that was a long enough break. I feel like I could have used another minute.
Yeah, my coffee is ready.
All right, let me see where I want to start here. Let's see here.
Yeah, because Ame-chan lives in Japan.
Ame-chan, yes. I always forget how to say
Candy.
it.
But yeah, you can call it Candy.
All right, I guess I'll start here. Let me see which way I'm going with these. This way? No, let me see. I'm just getting set up here, guys. Okay, yeah, we're going that way. All right. All right, I'm going to present. Here we go. I got a lot to show. Entire screen. All right, so let's see here. Let's start off with the pictures. Okay, can you see this, Chapu? Are we on big screen? Big with it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just checking. All right, so this is the Montebano map, 1587. And we're looking here at Italy and Sicily. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. Okay, so here in Sicily, 1587, it looks like this here could be a volcano. This could be Etna right here. It would be the right location, but I can't make out anywhere that it says Etna on it. Can you, Chapu?
No.
Okay, so that's a problem because if this is Mount Etna, it should be labeled on here that it's Etna because they have rivers and all kinds of stuff, other supposed mountains and hills, and even pyramids on this map and stuff. So why wouldn't they have volcanoes? So I'm not sure if this is a smudged out up here, like defining a city, or fire coming out, but it could be Etna. I can't say for sure because it doesn't say Etna. And as you can see, there's plenty of room here to put in Mount Etna. Okay. Would you agree?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, so there's that. Let me scroll up a little. Here we have Naples, Italy, right here in Napoli. And then you have Salerno. Here's the city of Salerno. Here's Naples. Vesuvius is supposed to be right here. They have a river coming in from the Mediterranean going up through here that is not there now, guys. In today's world, this river is not here. This inlet, whatever you want to call it. Vesuvius is supposed to be here. 1587. Why is it not on this map? Okay, now let me go this way. Again, here's a little bit closer picture of it. Terra del Lavora means an area. It does not mean Lavora, does not mean lava or anything like that. You can look up Terra del Lavora and find out for yourself. It means a region. That's what it means. Again, there is no Vesuvius here at all, and it should be right there between Naples and Salerno.
Yeah, welcome, Ryan.
Welcome, Ryan.
And Kitty is going to get a massage for 90 minutes. Oh my God, you're gonna be
be like Jello when you're done that
gonna be
massage.
like Jello.
Oh, all right. So I have this is just to show you the depth of this map. This is Egypt, Cairo. You can see here. You can see the pyramids right here. They drew them in. It says pyramids. Why would they not acknowledge a volcano that should be in that location where Naples is? Again, you can see them building, drawing out like what looks like mountain ranges or hills and whatnot like that. Why would they not? And even the rivers, why? These are all features of the land. Why would they not have a volcano that is as prominent as Vesuvius? There's no mistaking it. Everybody knows it's there, right? This is along what we would call the ice wall on flat Earth. This is called Terra del Fuego. Yet we are told that this is iced out area on the maps. There it is, Terra del Fuego. That means land of fire. And here you can see it on the map. That was a zoomed in version that I had given you, but here you can see this is South America. And that would be the Cape right there. I think it's called Cape Horn. And then the ice wall, which is green on one side, the left side here, the part of the ice wall. And of course, there's an opening here leading out of the ice wall to other lands, other areas. And then you have this red section. It's not white like ice. It's red like fire. That's why it's called Terra del Fuego. So they're lying to us about everything, guys. Everything, including the volcanoes. And this is a huge thing here. Because volcanoes really don't start getting talked about or documented until the 1600s or the 1500s. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Let me go back over here. This way. Okay. Let's see what we're looking at here. Okay. What was I looking at? Jerusalem or something over here, I think. Here's Jerusalem. Right here. And just trying to show you different levels of this map, different areas, how detailed they are. 1587. Again, also, we have to ask ourselves, how did they get up high enough to even make a map like this? That is because these are like almost satellite views. Again, here you see the ice wall that we're told is an ice wall, Terra del Fuego. Again, part of this ice wall with all these different creatures that live on this land, and it's called Terra del Fuego. Again, Terra del Fuego. And there just happens to be a white rabbit. Isn't that interesting? Follow the white rabbit.
Yeah.
Okay, now here we are in Japan. Okay, and how we know this is Japan because it says, how do you say this? Jalapton Isola, which means Japan Island, right, Shapu?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Japan. Japan. I guess
Yeah.
they spelled it with a G back then. But
No,
this
because
is Italian.
yeah, Japon. Japon is French for Japan.
Okay, it's French.
So it's like a mix of Italian and French, I guess. Japan.
So this, when you look at Japan, this 1587 map of Japan, Japan is huge. It looks nothing like it does today.
No, it's no.
And on this map, Japan, Mount Fuji is supposed to be right within these inlets right here. Wasn't it on this main center one here?
Yes, between the two of these peninsula, yes.
Yeah. And clearly we do not see Mount Fuji anywhere. And I just read to you about Mount Fuji, about what they say about it. That is one of the most iconic, important, known mountains within the 3 countries of India, China, and Japan. So why is it not on this map? I mean, they got trees, hills, rivers, all kinds of different things going on this map, lakes and everything. Why is there no Mount Fuji?
Yeah.
It's iconic. Everybody knows about it.
Yeah, and they know that the first time that it was erupting, like in, like you said, 280 or BC. I don't remember because it's all bullshit.
Exactly. So I wondered, when was the first recorded volcanic eruption? And the first recorded volcanic eruption was 79 AD. The oldest recorded volcanic eruption is believed to be in the cave drawing of Chauvet in France.
Chauvet?
Chauvet. In France, which may be as much as 40,000 years old. So they say there's a cave drawing that may depict an eruption.
of a volcano.
Yeah.
Oh
That's it. That's all they're going by. And then you have the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD that wiped out the city of Pompeii and is considered to be the first volcanic eruption to be described in great detail.
Yeah, it's
now
so funny.
I'm thinking 79 AD is actually 1779, not 79 AD. It's 1779 AD because the 1600s, this isn't on the map.
Yeah, exactly. And 40,000 years old, drawing on a fucking cave wall. Yeah. And I have like drawings I made when I was 12 years old, and they're already fading away. Come on. It's crazy.
Okay, again, here, this is about Mount Etna. It says in medieval times, eventually came to be seen as by Japanese as the #1 known mountain world of the 3 countries of India, China, and Japan. The mountain is mentioned in Japanese literature throughout the ages. So why is it not on the maps?
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
What they want us to think volcanoes came about after the reset, after the last X Factor event, because that's when they all seem to be around and being documented. And there's not even that many volcanologists out there, guys. There's like less than 2,000 volcanologists in the world right now as we speak.
Yeah. But because the volcanoes is supposed to have shape the earth, that's why it needed to happen after this so-called event that reshaped all of the earth. So they had to make another story to make it make sense. So
exactly,
it's
yeah, and they have to give the volcanic narrative a history, and they have to fit it into the globe model, which is perfect for them because that explains their molten core. But here, again, I wanted to know how many volcanologists there are in the world, and there's about 2,000 volcanologists in the world as of 2016. So that's they don't even check that often, I guess, because that's the most recent information I can get on volcanologists. And
yeah,
Go ahead.
Pants said the cave painting are all painted after the event because they all painted on top of the melt.
Exactly. They're all fake.
Yep.
These cave drawings are all fake. That furthers their narrative of millions of years of evolution and primitive people, all this stuff.
Yeah.
There's very few colleges often ever, very few colleges often offer even one course in volcanology. But the basic information you need is taught in geology courses at many universities. So you cannot eat a course in volcanology, okay? So I'm wondering, well, how do you become a volcanologist? What do you got to do? What do you need?
Yeah, when the thing you said with the paintings, yes, it's two stone. You know, it's forgive me for using this word. It englobes all the things, you know, with the evolution of man and with the cave paintings and the caves and all this stuff. It's like two birds with one stone. So they use it a lot. You know, it proves that we came from cavemen and we did live in those, and we draw these fake ass drawings. It's crazy.
So basically, you have to study geology to become a volcanologist. They don't even have courses on it, and you only need a bachelor's degree. So there's that. Okay, I'm just saying, these people, that the whole thing is just BS. It's crazy. All right, where am I going from here? Oh, I had other stuff to show here. Hold on. Let me see here. Let me close this and go to the other line of pictures I thought I sent. Maybe I didn't. Okay. I did want to show this picture. Okay, so silica content as an indicator of composition. Silica content in crustal rocks exhibit a considerable range. Anyway, whatever their bullshit that they're saying over here doesn't even really matter. If you look at here, what this guy's standing on and pointing at, these are mortar lines crystallized in the quartz crystal. And you see this all over Mount Chiha. That's exactly what this is. But, you know, they explain it in their geological terms, and, you know, it's all technical and confusing and stuff. But again, geology, this is how they draw out.
This is a joke.
Yeah.
Just draw out melted buildings and explain it away with your geological narrative, just like this.
Yeah.
But we're really living on this, guys. It's this. And I do think that there may be a baseline superstructure of brick under us. I think this is a really cool depiction. These look like columns over here that go underground. These look like huge columns under here. So do these.
Or the drips.
Dripification, maybe, yes. So what else did I do? I thought I had one that I had sent to you where they call it brick. They call it block lava, I think, or something.
No, I don't remember.
Let me see if I can get it up. What the heck is this?
What's that?
I don't even know what that was. Jeez. Okay, let me go here. Block flows. Okay, here we go. Maybe this is what I was looking for. Block flows.
Oh, is it the one like showed on the show with CFM? Was it in Ohio? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So it says block lava because they just happen to look like blocks, right? We already talked about volcanoes that spit out bricks.
Yeah.
Block lava flows surface that consist of large angular blocks of lava. Blocky lava flows usually have andesitic or basalic andesitic compositions and are more viscous than basalic lava flows that form, I don't know what that word is. The blocks in block lava lavas are smoother than the rough, chunky ones or clinky ones, like clinker bricks, like the clinky ones.
But they're more viscous, but they are blocks. That's
Right.
so
That
weird.
doesn't even make sense. That's like
Yeah.
an oxymoron. That's like Biggie
know.
Smalls.
I know.
It's more viscous, but it's creating angles. Are you kidding me? Oh man. All right. So yeah, they have something called block lava. I thought that was interesting. And I can tell you the piles that we were climbing over in that lava tube did not look like this. They look like pieces of building broken up. Did not look like this.
Yeah. And I show where this came from, you know. There's no, yeah, this is the same place. There's no like volcano that there's one volcano, a small one, but the lava flow comes out from nothing.
Yeah. Which that reminds me of them burying that stuff under the ground.
Yeah.
You know, maybe when they did it like that, they didn't bury it very deep or something.
Yeah.
To make it come out. Like that experiment we were showing. Okay, so I got that. Let me see here. I'm going to share that in a little bit. What else was I looking at here? Oh, yeah. Well, we were talking before about Mauna Loa and how that they, you know, were bombing these volcanoes. They had these ideas to try to supposedly stop the lava flow. That was their excuse. Or was it? Were they really bombing this to set it off, to set off whatever payload they may have dropped in it to make it look like it goes off?
Yeah, but they also say that they know that it didn't work, but they do it anyway. So
that's right. It says in March, a hiker found this this bomb from 85 years ago. Okay, but where's the whole story at? I guess it's down a little further. Okay, here it is. Volcanologist Thomas Jagger. Found it, yeah, because he did Jagger Cave, that melted building that's up on there.
Yeah.
Okay, founder of Hawaii Volcano Observatory proposed an unusual plan to stop the lava. Bomb the volcano. Sure, why not? What could go wrong?
Why not?
More precisely, the plan was to bomb the walls of the lava channels where the lava was flowing. By creating a new opening in the channel, it's maybe possible to redirect the lava flow. This is their narrative. So they tried bombing this thing, and they put 2 600-pound bombs containing 300 pounds of TNT explosives were dropped on the volcano. Now, we showed you what they did at Vesuvius. They were flying over Vesuvius in 1944, before, during, and after the eruption. And we just happened to have planes with bombs in them. You know why? Because we were the Allied forces in World War II. What do we use the wars for? To cover up all this stuff. And control the narrative and to steer the narrative. So the narrative is that Vesuvius is a volcano, and yes, it can erupt, and we needed to erupt in modern times, and we also needed to cover up whatever's still in there, which was statues and all other kind of stuff. So they bombed it in 1944 and said it was an eruption. Army flyers bomb Mauna Loa crater to turn aside lava. Effective attempt to divert lava flow from city of Hilo to be known today.
Lava is so magical. It creates all these shapes. It's crazy. It's a different kind of lava. It's not all the same. Some have diamonds. Only a couple of have diamonds, and it's just crazy narrative.
Yeah. Apart from problems with hitting the target, geologist Harold Stearns, or Steens, whatever it is, Stein, on board one of the planes also noted that the use of bombs were too weak to effectively break the massive walls made by solidified lava. That means hardened lava. Jagger himself watched the bombs through the telescope from the base of Mauna Kea. The effects of the flow of the few bombs that hit the lava were not very convincing. The crater created by the explosions were quickly filled by molten rock, and lava continued to advance. Jagger argued that even if the bombing didn't stop the flow, the explosions may slow it down. Geologist E.G. Wingate, his superior at the time, proposed to attack the flow channel by dynamiting and so be more precise and effective in the operation. This didn't happen. The lava flow stopped 6 days after the first bomb raid as the summit eruption continued to ease. So despite the unsatisfying results, bombs were tried on Mauna Loa a second time in 1942. Right when these eruptions are happening, they're bombing them, guys. To me, they're setting them off because the globe narrative, the molten core narrative, and the volcano narrative are interlinked with each other. They go together. And if you disprove one of them, you disprove all of them. And we disprove the globe. So there's that. Everything else falls.
Yeah.
In 1975 and 76, the U.S. Air Force dropped 2,000-pound bombs on old lava deposits to test the effectiveness of the device. On old lava deposits, okay, the bombs excavated a crater up to 100 feet in diameter. Nowadays, the largest ordinary device used by the Air Force is the Massive Ordnance Penetrator. Or MOP, a 30,000-pound bomb designed to crack underground bunkers. A relatively small nuclear device like atom bomb that destroyed Hiroshima, equivalent to a 300,000-pound TNT bomb.
Yeah, just stop the equivalent. So they could make the same thing as an atom bomb, but with explosive. And this is what they always did. Atomic bomb does not exist, but real explosive does, without any fallout, because there's not really any, if you really look into it, you know.
Yep. They never used it, but they were thinking about it, and I think that they're still setting these things off, but they don't have to fly over anymore and drop a bomb in it to make it look like these things are going off. Now they're using directed energy weapons. And we've seen different videos and whatnot where it seems to be you could see something hitting this thing, a volcano, and then it erupts.
Yes.
They're faking space. They're faking the globe. They're faking the weather patterns. They're faking geology. They're faking volcanoes and everything else. Just saying.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Okay, what was I looking at here? All right, let's just get this other page I have up. Okay, so this is a link for Britannica. You guys always hear me play the recording, but maybe you guys never looked it up for yourselves. It says mountains are generally understood to be larger than hills, but this term has no standardized geological meaning. The word mountain has no standardized geological meaning. And you guys can have the link to this, share it out if you ever wanted to prove your point to somebody or show them the truth of the matter. There it is. Okay, what do I got here? Okay, so let's look at this. The history of volcanology. Da, 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 da. All right, let me fix this up here. Okay, the beginnings. Okay, so they talk about prehistoric times and all this stuff, which they don't know. It's all theory. Just as the Roman cities Pompeii and Herculaneum were instantly buried by the eruption of Vesuvius in 79 AD and preserved virtually intact to our day, so have earlier volcanic eruptions sealed the remains and fragile art of our distant ancestors. All right, so I'm like, okay, all right. So what's all this leading up to here, right? So I'm wondering, okay, how does this go? What's their history of volcanoes? This is their history for volcanoes. This is volcanology history. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. This is how it all starts. You have this person here. I can't say their name. Anaxaxian, right? The 5th century BC. This is what they propose. Eruptions caused by great winds inside the earth. That's all they had to go on is this person, whoever this name is right here, had this to say about volcanoes and their eruptions. Okay. And they had that's it till 65 AD. So that's all they had, right? And then in 65, Seneca here in 65 AD, combustion as a source of heat in the earth.
Yeah,
That's it.
combustion. What did they combust?
Right,
A
exactly.
mixture of iron and fire and water.
Right. So I'm just wondering, right? Nobody's actually seen anything go off or written about them, right? They're just saying this stuff, right?
Yeah.
The very first recording of a volcano was Pliny of the Elder, 79 AD, the first scientific expedition to study an eruption. Plinius the Younger, 79 AD, right here. First volcanic eyewitness to Vesuvius.
I guess it was with his dad.
Okay, listen. The first video that I've ever done on a volcano not being a real volcano was Vesuvius. And at the time, I did not know that this was the very first volcano ever recorded.
Imagine.
How crazy is that?
Yeah.
But like I said, I think that the dates are all wrong, because I think 79 AD that's not right. I think it was a lot earlier, a lot sooner in our not so distant past.
Yeah, just had another 1,100.
Exactly.
Maybe.
So here you have Sonori Gotti, 1000 AD, and he comes up with basalt rock in Iceland recognized as of lava flow origins. Okay, that's it. So we have a recording of Vesuvius and somebody saying something about basaltic rock. This is the history of volcanology. Yeah. 1627.
And from 1080 to 1627, what happened?
This is it. Exactly, Shapu. Where's all these volcanoes that are around the world that have been going off all this time? Do you see the inconsistencies here and the gaps in times? So from 1000 AD to 627 years later, 627 years later, from 1000 AD, you get 1627, explosive eruption compared to combustion gunpowder.
Imagine, just like the reaction that we see, but the next one just tells about this concoction that we talked about.
Exactly. And this is when all this stuff starts popping off, right? Right after the reset. Because up here, you barely have nothing. Nobody's even talking about anything. Supposedly, Vesuvius was recorded in 79 AD. That's a specific one. Then these other people are talking about specific locations. And one guy mentions Iceland, but not a particular volcano, if you will. And then you get into the 1600s. And then it just keeps going and going and going and going and going.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm saying volcanoes did not exist prior to the X Factor event, that these were extremely large towers of some sort that had another purpose pre-X Factor event, whether that is some type of ventilation systems that were built for the interior of our plane itself. I don't know what the purpose is, but clearly after the X Factor event, these things melted down, and maybe they're still obvious, too damn large to get rid of. So they use them to their narrative and say that they're part of the geological features and narratives that go with their globe model and geology. In my opinion, that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, look at what Descartes. It started with the core, and then look at 1670. It's an experiment that melts Etna. Like.
Where's this at? What are you reading?
1670.
Oh, yeah. First experiments with molten rock, melt Etna lava. Exactly. Now listen to this 1632 one, because you're right. They're explaining the concoction that they're using.
Yes.
For fermentation, chemical reaction of sulfur generates terrestrial heat.
Yes, exactly.
Shapu, I know it might be difficult for you to grab this or whatever. Can you grab that concoction thing that we had?
Yeah.
One was on observation deck about volcanoes, and the other one was the actual text that you had of the concoction they use. I know I'm putting you on the spot, but I'm going to keep reading.
I have a folder that I think I've put everything in it.
Okay, 1650. We got incandescent Earth's core as source of volcanic heat. Incandescent Earth core. So now they're starting to surmise that there's a core. So we went from 1627, 1632, 1650. They're coming up with this core narrative now. Okay. But how do they know in 1652 that there's a core? First globe map of distribution of volcanoes on Earth. 1665. Guys, I just showed you. 1587, it's not on that map. we have shown maps that are right around this time when this is when volcanoes start showing up on them. Why would there not be? And when you see the volcano on the map, there's no missing it. How could they not be there on other maps? The first experiment with molten rock melts Etna. Okay, 1670, the first experiment. It's an experiment, like Shapu said, with molten rock melts Etna's lava. 1751, identifies rock at volcanic Volvic in, what's this say, Arvengo, France, as lava. So somebody's identifying rock at this area in France as lava. That's in 1751, excuse me. 1761, extracts crystals from glass slag, products of glass furnaces compared to products of what? Hold on, I'm zoomed in. Oh, products of volcanoes. Do you see that, guys? Let me zoom back in. Sorry about it. Extract crystals from glass slag, produce products of glass furnaces compared to products of volcanoes. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Now, there's a concoction that they've had since the early 1700s or 1600s, 17th century.
I sent you the link to all the stuff on Meltology 101 in your messenger if you want to.
Okay, I see it coming up there.
Grab
it. Okay. Prismatic basalt columns in Claremont of volcanic region. Okay, that's 1763. 1776, pioneer in field volcanology, recognizes dikes and magmatic veins. So this is a pioneer in the field of volcanology, 1776. Volcanic eruptions have atmospheric effects and can cool Earth. This is what they come up with in 1783. But as you can see here, they're not about or documenting each volcano and what's going on with it, when it went off, all this stuff. 1790, melting and crystallization experiments on basalt. Some sediments are stratified and consolidated volcanic ash. In 1790, they're coming up with that. 1799, minerals in lava formed by crystallization from magma.
Exactly.
Earliest chemical analysis of volcanic rock, 1794. Water vapor is the dominant magmatic gas, causes explosions. And what one of the main ingredients is in this concoction that they've had since the 1700s is water, sulfur, and metal filings. So there's that.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to continue reading all of this. As you can see, it's lengthy and it goes down. And then you got the legends of hell and what they were saying about that. Volcanic eruptions, the most spectacular and awe-inspiring of natural phenomenons. Yeah, right. Have throughout history inspired religions and led to creation of myths. Even in the 20th century, these responses can be observed when a volcano erupts. James, regarded by many as the father of geology. I see.
Well, James Lupton.
Yeah, I had it zoomed in. The father of geology was in 1788, the first to attempt to explode the myth associated with volcanic eruptions in Hutton's view.
Yeah, Hutton and Lydell, the boats.
Yeah, Lydell.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a bunch of stuff here. Oh, and by the way, there's a Mandela effect right here. Ceiling Fan Man, if you're watching, I sent you this. It says,
No,
thus
the
Mayans, right? They're supposed to be the Maya now. They were never the Mayans, but there it is. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, it says it is, okay. A volcano should be considered as a spiral to the subterranean furnace in order to prevent the unnecessary elevation of land and fatal effects of earthquakes, we may rest assured that they, in general, wisely answer the end of their intention without being in themselves an end of which nature has averted such amazing power and excellent whatever. I don't even know what I'm reading there. Anyway, I'm going to drop this off in the chat so you guys can look at the site yourselves. I just went off on a tangent there reading that little clip. All right, now Shapu, what do we got over here? Let me close this. Hold on. Okay, here it is. All right.
Just click on the first, or this one. It's the, you can close the sidebar. Yeah, if you click, this is the first page, but the sidebar, you can like close it. If you click.
Oh, here it is. See, when it's white, I can't see it.
Yeah, if you click like the double arrows on the top.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay, I got you. Okay, I don't know if we have the date on these pictures or not.
The date, no.
Okay, to make an artificial volcano for this curious experiment with which enables us to. Okay, so they're saying that they can create an artificial volcano.
Yeah, the other way for you gotta do it.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, I can't because of all this.
Yeah, just click and close all chat. Oh no. Okay. All right.
I'll just do it. Yeah, I don't even know why I have. What do I do? How do I click all? How does that close?
Just click on the three dots.
Oh, I got it. I exit.
Or, yeah.
Duh. All right. Mix equal parts. This is their concoction. Okay. Mix equal parts of pounded sulfur and iron filings and have formed a whole into a paste with water. That's all you need, guys. Bury it. It says bury a quantity of it, 40 or 50 pounds, for example, at about a depth of a foot below the surface. In 10 or 12 hours afterwards, if the weather be warm, the earth will swell up and burst, and flames will issue out, which will enlarge the aperture, scattering around a yellow and blackish dust. It is not impossible that which is here seen in the miniature takes place on a grand scale in volcanoes, as it is well known that they are always furnished abundance of sulfur and also metallic substances.
Yes, exactly.
And they can even create artificial lightning as well. It goes on.
Yes, and earthquakes. I don't have the other pages because it's another, but you can listen to this. This one it's not the same concoction.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the new type of things that they can use without. This one has no catalyst. You don't need like a fire. It just starts by itself.
Right. But it's very simple. I mean, you could use something like this, or you can use their simple concoction from back then.
Yeah, the next one I think is the sulfur and the filing. As you can see, this one, it just does the same thing with the lava flow, with the ash fall.
Everything, guys. If you put this on a massive scale,
yeah,
which we have massive melted down towers, just look at Vesuvius. Then you got what we're looking at today.
Yeah. In that folder, Jen, you can go up. There's a comparison pictures with the maps.
Okay, good. It's all here. Just keep clicking, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you.
This is the iron with the sulfur. That's the same exact concoction.
That's what we read, yeah. So here's making it into a paste. maybe it's not a base. I thought it was turned into a base there.
Yeah, it didn't have the water.
Sorry.
It's just the heat.
So here you need a catalyst.
Yeah.
You need an incendiary to get it going. Like a bomb.
Yes.
Bomb would do it.
But you know, it's only one ingredient of like black powder, like they said.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Now, if they drop some payloads of this crap into Vesuvius and then drop the bomb in it, guess what? You got a volcano exploding.
As you can see, it's always like all together. There's never like a like we saw like blocks, like a block volcano, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is like the one that looks the most exactly like a volcano. And also it creates
and it keeps going, guys. It keeps going. It just takes a catalyst to ignite it, and it just goes and goes and goes, guys.
Yeah. So they could like fill containers with this stuff, just drop them there, and they know that maybe these mounts that they already contain this this heat below them. You know, they just have to drop stuff in there, and it start up.
They could drop it in there with a timer on it, and something, some kind of event takes place, like an explosion or something, to ignite it.
Yeah.
And get it going. They have people that are going around in the military bombing volcanoes.
Yeah, they have the
You
patch.
can't make this shit up.
They have the patches for it.
Yep, you can guys look up the military patches for the volcano bombardiers.
Yeah, this one, it's not like a volcano, but it's just the reaction of iron.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
But if you go the next one, I think it would be like the maps. The comparison.
I love this one. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is exactly what we were talking about, guys. And I'm so grateful that you brought this up, Shippo. This is one of my favorite ones that we did. Okay, this first one here on the left, you have the 1587 Montalbano map. We showed you Naples is here, Salerno's here. There's a river running through here. Vesuvius should be right in here, and it is not there. Then over here on this map, I forget what the date is on this one. It's been a little while. I want to say it's 1600s. You see something here that says Vesuvius. Let me see if I can. I can't zoom in on this.
Yeah, you got to click on the
the magnifier.
The magnifying glass. Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, guys. Here you have Naples. I almost died when I found this map, Shapu. Do you remember?
Yeah. Yes.
Here you have Naples. Here you have Salerno. Salerno's right here. Naples. And then you have this thing right here that looks like a building. And it says Vesuvius coming off of it. You can see here, it looks like structure. It does not look like a volcano, and not like it does on the other maps. This looks like a melted building right here. And you see the V coming off of it, Vesuvius. And then we go over, where's the other map? Let me back out of this a little. Okay, then we get to this map over here. You have this is a later map. I think this one's the 1700s. Naples.
Yep.
Or it could be late 1600s, early 1700s. Naples, Salerno, Vesuvius, right here. You can see it. There's no missing it.
No.
So there you have 3 maps, 3 different things. Again, here's more maps that show 1587. I don't know if I can get it in there enough. Vesuvius is not on this 1587 map. It's really hard to see here, but when you zoom in, if you can zoom in anymore, maybe I can do it on this thing with the magnifier instead of me doing it. No.
Yeah, then zoom in with your we're doing maybe afterwards.
Right. So 1587, I don't think it's on this map over here.
No,
either.
they're not in these ones.
Right. And then the 1725, I think it shows up. Is it on this one?
Yeah.
And then 1760, it's there as well on the 1760 map between, let me get my magnifier out so I can see this a little better on my end. I got to see it. All right. Where the hell's Naples at? Okay, there it is. All right. Yep, Vesuvius is right there. Let me look over on this one. These are so small, I know, but we've combed over these maps before in the past. We did a whole show on it, on the maps. Oh, I got to back out this way. Here we go. Okay, so you have 1587, 1579, excuse me. No volcanoes. Get into the 1700s, they start showing up on maps.
Yeah.
Oh, again, here, this is a zoomed in one. Duh. All right, so we did zoom in to show you guys that here on like 1578, like we said, there's no volcano there. I think it says Soma.
Yes,
see
Soma.
Naples? Soma right here. There's no volcano there. It actually looks like a city, guys.
Yes,
you can
it
see
is
like
a
little
city.
buildings and stuff. And then Salerno right here. So I keep mentioning Naples and Salerno because Vesuvius is kind of in the middle of those two. You get over here, again, we're still 1578. This is the map we were, and here it's even clearer. Naples, Salerno, and Soma, right where Vesuvius should be, guys. It's right fucking there. (1770) 1760, it starts showing up on the map. We got Naples looking like a star city right here. You got Salerno right here. There's Vesuvius, and there's no river going up here anymore, like it showed on the other map.
No, and no more Soma.
No more Soma. Soma is gone from the map after that. Over here, we have Salerno. We have Naples. And then you have Herodium, which isn't even on the other map. They have Herodium here. No Vesuvius to be seen anywhere, guys. They would not make this type of mistake. Do you understand and comprehend what I'm saying to you? This is proof. Okay, here we have a channel on the right of a water duct here of water, a sewer system, if you will.
Yeah.
And on the left here, we have a lava tube channel. You tell me what the difference is. There is no difference in my book.
Yeah, not much.
One's a little bit more melted than the other one.
Exactly.
Here we have a lava tube with a skylight. Here we have a bricked water tunnel, if you will, with a possible skylight up here.
Yeah.
This is a good one, Chapu. I liked how you did this one.
Same. Yeah.
Same thing. Skylight. We've seen these skylights in the lava tube known as Ape Cave. CFM, Jeannie, and I explored it.
Yeah, it is a ape cave. I'm not sure, but
I don't think that this one's Ape Cave.
no. Okay.
No, but it has a similar thing like that going on with the skylight. We passed one of them.
Yeah, but I've seen a couple of these lava tubes. They all have these kinds of skylights in them. It's crazy.
Exactly. And what it has skylights in them, tunnels, train tunnels,
Yes.
drainage systems, manholes in your street are lead to these underwater waterway things. You know?
Yeah.
Again, a lava tube here on the left, a city sewer here on the right.
Yeah. You can clearly see like the same kind of lines on the side of the lava tubes and the sewer and the borders, and it's so much alike. It's crazy.
It's too much alike to be a coincidence. Same thing here. Wow, look at this, guys. You could see that this was all brick. Look at it. Look at how crazy and muffed up it is from the heat. Also, you see this strange line or grate type looking thing here on the ground on this side here. See the grate going through here?
Yeah.
What's that doing there? Here's a tunnel with a grate going through it.
Yeah.
Same
kind of drainage. Yeah.
Same. All right, let me back out of this. There we go. Again, a supposed lava tube and a tunnel to hell, it looks like. Where it goes, nobody knows. No, this also looks like the mines, the slate mines that we see up in Wales and England and Ireland, all those places like that. It's just not as cooked out as those slate mines.
Yeah.
Here's a some kind of drainage system underground, and this is supposed to be a natural type of lava tube here that was formed.
Yeah.
Not much different.
I don't know how they can just say that these are lava tubes, because when lava flows through something and stop, it should like fill the entire place. It's lava.
Exactly.
It does not create a tube.
So after we did the Ape Cave show, I had Shapu and make me up some comparisons. I wanted to do a sewer because I was looking at sewers and train tunnels and stuff after the show. And I came up with some of these schematics for sewers. And you can see how they run. And this one's running identical to Ape Cave. It's going actually uphill. It's got the various skylights here that come up to ground level. This would be the ground level. And then you have Ape Cave, which is very similar. It runs uphill like that. You're going uphill and has different locations where there's openings. There's one here as well. And there's 3 along here.
Yeah.
And then a subway diagram. It's very similar to that as well. You did a really good job on that, Shapu. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Jen.
And then we're back to the volcano experiment.
I think that the overhead look of a lava tube and a sewer tunnel or subway, they're shaped the same way also.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not in there, I guess.
Oh, that one that we had. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, I didn't find my folder. That's why I sent you this.
Okay, guys. So the volcanologists and geologists agree that this comes from a molten core, which is tied to our globe model. And we know we're not on a globe or a ball hurtling through space. We're actually on flat Earth. Diameters and parameters, maybe we don't know the exact stuff with that because there's been so much left, hidden from us. But this reveals some of the stuff that has been hidden from us. So I have to go back and put the audio on off my screen share here. And it's a 13-minute long video, but we're going to play it anyway because everybody needs to see it. If you haven't seen it yet, you should definitely share it. It's on my channel. You can get it and share it out. So where is it here? Hold on. Where did it just go? Oh, it's over here. Sorry. All right, let me make sure this volume's up. All right, here we go, guys.
I want to do a really quick video for you guys today about a scripture that says the earth is flat. And I've done that several times, but of course we still have a lot of non-believers, a lot of globers, a lot of Christians will even say that you're taking scripture out of context. Okay. And then I just had one the other day say, okay. It could be taken either way. What I want you to show me in scripture in black and white words where it says flat earth. So that is what I'm going to be doing for you in this video right here today. Okay, now anybody that's biblically literate knows that when you open the King James Version Bible, you're reading an English version of a Bible that has been translated over from Hebrew, okay? Now, the King James Version was translated over in 1611. Now, I want to take you to the second book of Samuel, and you're going to flip to chapter 11, verse 11. And here's what it says. And Uriah said unto David, the ark and Israel and Judah abide in tents, and my lord Joab and the servants of thy Lord are encamped in the open fields. Shall I then go into mine house to eat and to drink, and to lie with my wife, as thou livest? And as thy soul liveth, I will not do this thing. Okay, now here's what I want you to understand. Right here where it says are encamped in the open fields, this has been changed. This was changed in the King James versions, and I'm going to prove that to you right now. With the very first translation of the Bible from Hebrew to English, the very first time that it was ever translated was in 1537, 60 years before the King James translation. As you can see, it reads the first edition, the first printing of the Bible, called the Matthew Bible. Okay, now remembering what I just showed you in the King James Version of Samuel 2, chapter 11, verse 11, right here where it says are encamped in the open fields. Now let's look in the original translation of the Bible and see what it says. Now, the average person doesn't have this Bible, so let's go to Google, and I'll show it to you this way. It'd be the very fastest and simplest way to do it. Okay, now let's go to Samuel 2, and we're going to flip over to chapter 11, verse 11. Now, in 1537, they use this Gothic writing, which is difficult for a lot of people to read, but it's very easy to see. I'm going to zoom in here and show you what chapter 11, verse 11 says in the original translation. And it says, my lord Joab and Laertes of my lord lie in tents upon the flat earth. Zoom in where you can see that right there. In tents upon the flat earth. Now, imagine that, people. Still don't believe me? Let me take you over to a different where they actually print the words out for you, what it says. Now, take a look here. Verse 11, chapter 11. Let's read what it says. And Uriah said unto David, the ark and Israel and Judah dwell in pavilions, and my lord Joab and the servants of my lord lie in tents upon the flat earth. Once again, do you not see that with your own eyes? Flat earth, tents upon the flat earth. Now, I don't care whether you believe me or not. I'm just putting the facts out there for you. The rest is on you. You've been lied to, people, okay? You need to research this. There you are. 1537, the first edition, the first printing of the Bible in English. And just in case you double blind, I'm going to show you again right there. You see that? In black and white, like you asked. Flat earth. And if you can't see it, you can go here where you can see it real good. The servants of my Lord lie in tents upon the flat earth. Or you can go back to this King James version that your owners created for you and rewrote for you 60 years later, where it says are encamped in the open fields. You've been lied to, people. And the sad thing about this is that just about every Christian there is will only accept the King James Version as doctrine when it's not, because it has been doctored up and painted by the hands of a Freemason himself, King James. And if you find that hard to believe, let me show you right here. You can simply just go to Google, look up King James of Scotland, Grand Lodge of British Columbia and Yukon, and this is what the site will look like. And here you have King James of Scotland. Now let me stroll down here and zoom in on this so you can read it with your own eyes. Okay, as you can see here, today he is remembered for Bible or authorized version on the west wall of the Lodge Hall used by Lodge Schoon in Perth number 3 in Perth, Scotland, can be found a mural depicting James kneeling at their altar at his initiation. The oldest existing record of the lodge, called the Mutual Agreement of 24th of December 1658, records that James was entered Freemason and fellow craft of the Lodge of Schoon on the 15th of April 1601. James also appointed William Shaw as master of the work and warden general in 1583, the commission of reorganizing the Masonic craft. In 1598, Shaw issued the first of his statutes setting out the duties of Masons to their lodge and to the public, imposing penalties for unsatisfactory work and inadequate safety practices. Shaw drew up a second statute in 1599, wherein the first veiled reference to the existence of a soteric knowledge within the craft of stonemasonry can be found. And you could also Google King James, the founder of Freemason lodges. Stroll down to paragraph 4, and as you see right there, to this day, the 1611 edition of the King James Bible remains the Freemason Bible and is the edition conventionally used in secret Masonic temple rituals. And there it is for you to see with your own eyes. Now, like I said, the majority of Christians take the King James Bible as doctrine, but it's not. The William Tyndale Bible is the true doctrine, the true first translated Bible from Hebrew to English. And believe it or not, he was killed for translating that Bible from Hebrew to English because it was illegal to do at the time that he done it. So like I said, they burned him and hung him at the stake for translating this Bible. And the Freemason King James came along and changed his words from flat earth to open fields. Now, let me get you a little bit familiar with Mr. William Tyndale, the first man to translate the Bible from Hebrew to English.
The 16th century was populated by some of the greatest minds in religious history. Luther, Calvin, Zwingli, Knox, Latimer, Ridley, Cranmer. And sitting comfortably amongst this group of luminaries was William Tyndale, translator of the English Bible. Tyndale was born in Gloucestershire in 1494 in a small village called North Nibley, marked today by this monument overlooking the village. He was educated at Oxford and completed his BA in 1512 and his MA in 1515 before coming here to Cambridge University, where he met Dutch scholar Erasmus, who was teaching Greek. Tyndale wanted to translate the Bible into English, but no one in England was willing to undertake such a daring task. Since 1408, the Oxford Commission had forbidden the translation of the Bible into the English language, even prohibiting its use in the training curriculum for preachers. Tyndale traveled through Europe, from Hamburg to Cologne to Worms to Antwerp, using the Greek and Hebrew text to craft a masterpiece of the English language. Time and time again, the papacy tried to stop his work, but the Lord watched over his servant. One account tells us how the Bishop of Durham, seeking to hinder his work, bought all his Bibles, but this merely provided him with the money he needed to produce a larger number of better quality Bibles. Tyndale contributed as much to the scholarship of English literature as Shakespeare and Chaucer, producing many of the translations of the Bible that we use today. In fact, much of the King James Bible, produced 60 years later, was taken almost verbatim from Tyndale's Bible. Phrases such as, "The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. O death, where is thy sting? And seek ye first." All these came from William Tyndale. Today, there are 2 remaining copies of Tyndale's Bible, one of which is here in the British Library, purchased for £1 million and accessible to view free of charge. Sadly, Tyndale was betrayed by Henry Phillips in Antwerp, who feigned friendship in order to gain Tyndale's trust and betrayed him to guards as he was leaving his house. He was taken to a castle in Vilvoorde, Belgium, condemned as a heretic, strangled and burned to death in 1536. His last words were, "Lord, open the King of England's eyes." Within 1 year of his death, a Bible was placed in every parish church throughout the whole of England by order of the king. The poignant Christian song tells us, "Martyr's blood stains each page. They have died for this faith. Hear them cry through the years. Oh, hear these words and hold them dear." The word of God has come to us at such great cost. May we not treat it flippantly, haphazardly, but may we treasure it and commit to study and share God's word each day.
Okay. Oh, I don't know what I just did there. Hold on. There you go. I clicked the wrong button. Holistic Media is here. Welcome. You said you might not make it to the end. All right. Well, we're actually at the end, so I think you'll be okay. I really don't have anything else besides that to show, and that kind of sums it up for me because it all ties back to what we were just talking about with volcanoes and us not being on a ball. And volcanoes on a ball just doesn't make any sense. What's it say? I didn't even get to read it. Jen, hope you see Martin flattered British. Yeah. I know Martin. I was on a show with him. He was on our shows.
I was talking and I was muted.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why it was so quiet.
Yeah, I was saying it's 3:27 a.m. where Holistic Media is, but on today's show, Martin mentioned your name.
He did?
Yeah.
What was he saying?
Oh, he saw like CFM in the chat, and then he said, "Oh, Jen," and then he said, "Like the real Jen, our Jen, like the TruthSeeker69 Jen." So.
Martin had a tour back in, I guess, early last year. I forget what the name of the tour was. Holistic Media knows the name of the tour. I apologize. But he invited me on that tour. So I was there at one of the conferences, but it was, through StreamYard and stuff. It was really cool. And then we had him on the show a couple of times, and I was on his show. It was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Martin's a cool guy. He gets to melt. Definitely. All right, Chapu. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up. We're almost at 3 hours. Did you have anything else you wanted to show or present before we go?
I'll keep it for, I guess, another show. What I told you about the quarry and the tunnel and Starfort. Okay. And I had just another small short video how easy it is to fake stone covering.
Oh, well, let's play that. We'll play that one before we go. We'll save the other stuff for the next show. That sounds good. Yeah. Oh, Martin loves Jen. Yeah, we should have him back on sometime soon.
Yeah.
I'll have to reach out to him.
Yeah, he's done with his USA tour, so I guess
Yeah,
he'd be available.
Wow, he went to a lot of different places. They had a great time. Did a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. All right. Oh no, not settings. Present.
Oh, I have a link I'm going to drop in the chat for you guys. Where the heck is it? Here it is. My son sent me this. He's all about this stuff. And he knows what he's doing with this stuff because he's been studying it for so long. Guys, take a look at this. Educate yourself. Share it out.
Okay.
This goes on more about the deception that we're under and how we've been misled and deceived.
See this? This is just a 17-second clip that will show you how easy it is to just, with plaster, to recreate like a wall that looked like cut stones. Let's see. But they use this kind of technique a lot of places.
You know, you can get what is it? Tile in your house. It's called Grand Canyon, and it looks just like melted brick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think a lot of the facades that we see that are melted off were like this, probably. A lot of the more blocking things that we see, and then underneath that's brick. Sacsayhuam has some kind of covering over them that look like megalithic structures, but under that coating is brick. You've even shown that.
Yeah. Yeah. You find it everywhere, you know.
Absolutely.
But that's the correct way to do it, because no, Freya didn't turn up. I don't know.
Yeah. She
It's
must
been
have
a
been
while.
busy tonight.
Yeah. No, it's the way to do it, because cutting a block and dragging it like from a place to another place, the weight it is, it's
Yeah, it makes no sense at all.
too much work for nothing. Because when you can do it all the same thing that looks exactly the same without all of this hassle. Jinx,
Like Petra wasn't carved. It's all made of brick. There was a facade over the brick, and you see a facade melting off and stuff.
Yeah. I'm being attacked.
Uh-oh. Jinx wants some attention.
Come here.
Come on, Jinx. Come on.
No, she doesn't want. She doesn't want it.
Jinx. Oh, I don't know what I just did. Here, hold on. Let's do it like this. There we go. All right, guys. Well, we are at 3 hours, and I had a really good time, Shafu. I missed doing live streams with you. It's nice to get back into it again with you.
Yeah, me too. I missed it. Having fun every time, but sometimes you got to take time away from all of this, because it gets overwhelming at some point. And also I was sick for like 2 weeks.
Yes. So. Yeah. So we're probably going to be back in a couple of days, or if not, maybe next week we'll get together and do another show and show the folder that we didn't show it that you have, and some more stuff. I'm trying to look for a song to go out with.
I think Friday night I won't be available, and Saturday also I won't be. So.
Well, Friday night is a CFM show, so I usually don't do anything on Friday, but, we'll figure out something. I definitely want to do something again in the next couple of days or so, because I have some more stuff put aside that I've been researching, and I'll probably be ready to show it. But thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. We're at 34 people. At least we're 34, not 33. I love you guys. Let it not be said that we stood by and did nothing. And since we took care of some volcanology business tonight, we're going to go out with taking care of business.
Yeah, it's your theme song, Jen, now. So.
That's... All right, guys, we're out of here.
You've got bricks. What bricks?